Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports. Here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here comes a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The shotgun running play call. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch, but the throw put him out of the field of play. Incomplete. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Longhorns come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He's going to hand this off. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. The shotgun handoff here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the 1st down.
There's the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back has it on a screen now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The gain makes it second and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That run moves the ball across the 35.
Hey, I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Testing the right side here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. In the clear at the 25. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. And a handoff as they run the counter play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Longhorns will line up here on 1st down and goal. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught quickly. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They routed the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Looks like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Miami offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Bringing pressure. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. 1st down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked.
Touchdown for the U. No chance to catch it. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27.
Just a really good job up front opening up that hole. And I'll tell you, watching this back more and more, love his vision, love the instincts that he has as a runner, and he has that combination of physicality and speed to be able to pick up first downs like that.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Who's to his left now, escaping the pocket. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Trying to find some room. It's Miranda, the sophomore, with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that one is no good. After the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but sets up the offense at the 39. Before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking for a gap. It's Miranda.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
heavy blitz look here pre-snap. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage for a first down.
You know, more and more offenses around the country over the years have been putting this play in. I love it because it gives you chances like this to pick up an easy first down. The defense squeezes, that receiver gets to the outside, picks up a first down, and move the sticks.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Okay, ready?
From the shotgun, drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
First and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's down at the 3-yard line.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
As a design quarterback keeper. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. This college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking to scramble. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second for the half.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another first and 10. Looking to pass. It's Stewart. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaking free at the 35. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Gets rid of it on the move. Quick throw, catch made. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Just 12 seconds remaining in the first half as they line up on first and 10. The secondary backed up off the ball now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Quarterback drops back. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. A minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the running back takes the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Snags the quick throw. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh, my gosh. Just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. And you could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana.
Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Hurricanes. Still no answer for this offense.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
Here comes the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This backs vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll run it here. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
There's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He's found some room at the 45. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Longhorns look to keep this drive moving.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Stewart. Makes a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. Nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Let's go.
And there's the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Okay, ready?
The Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal.
Easy. Unlock.
They'll try the option play here. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
42 spike.
Ball handed off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Ready up.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
He moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Texas. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The defense with more pre-snap movement. And now the handoff. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Chris, he's very fortunate here not to give up a safety. This defense putting a lot of pressure, anticipating this is a great time to attack, and it pays off. They come up with a big sack.
So after 2 empty downs, it's 3rd and long from their own 1. Will the defense come after him this time? Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pressure is coming. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. To the air. It's Stewart. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Linebacker shifting around now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Garcia. He's got room, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Defense is coming after him. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And he's tackled after the catch.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Quick throw over the middle. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Going right.
Now they're running on the toss. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Belly stunner.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long.
Razor.
Dropping back, it's Stewart. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. Longhorns will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. A running play called on fourth down. Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop to this defense as they try to cut into this lead.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You've got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Canes come to the line in the hurry up.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Canes move into the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Offense facing second and goal.
Jackrabbit.
And he drops back in the gun. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much on the return where they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably...
It'll end up being a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a...
They get it down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they... Looking for a deep completion. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues.